How did we do it? This video shows how to work the Your Turn problems on transposing sets. For these problems, you can choose Method 1, Method 2, or a combination. I'll use Method 1 first and then Method 2 to double-check my answers. The first step is to write the pitch class numbers of the notes. In Problem 1, C sharp is pitch class 1, D is 2, and G is 7. For a review of pitch class, please refer back to that section of the book. Now we're done with Step 1. The next step is to transpose that set up by the requested number of half steps. We're asked to find T1, or transpose up one half step. Using Method 1, we'll add 1 to each member of the set. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, and 7 plus 1 is 8. Now we're finished with the second step. The last step is to translate these pitch class numbers into notes on the staff. Pitch class 2 is D, pitch class 3 is E flat or D sharp, and 8 is A flat or G sharp. Remember that it doesn't matter how we spell these pitches. Now we've completed Problem 1. Let's use Method 2 to check our answer. The original starting pitch was C sharp, and we want T1, or up one half step, so the new starting pitch should be D, which is correct so far. Now let's analyze the interval patterns in the original set. C sharp to D is a minor second, and down below D to E flat is a minor second. In the original, D to G was a perfect fourth, and in the answer, E flat to A flat is also a perfect fourth. The intervals match, so our answer was correct. When referencing diatonic intervals, don't forget to be careful of errors caused by inharmonic spelling. Recognizing the last interval as a perfect fourth wouldn't be as simple if we had chosen the spelling D sharp to A flat or E flat to G sharp. Let's move on to Problem 2. The first step is to write the pitch class numbers. A is 9, A sharp is 10, B is 11, and D is 2. And now we're done with that step. For Step 2, we need to transpose up 5 half steps to find T5, so we'll add 5 to each number. 9 plus 5 in mod 12 is 2. Remember that a helpful trick for adding in mod 12 is to think of the numbers on the clock face. 10 plus 5 in mod 12 is 3. 11 plus 5 in mod 12 is 4. And 2 plus 5 is 7. This completes the second step. The last step is to translate these numbers into notes on the staff. Pitch class 2 is D, 3 is E flat or D sharp, 4 is E, and 7 is G to complete this problem. Let's use Method 2 again to double check this answer. Our original starting pitch was A, and we need to go up 5 half steps, or a perfect fourth, and our new starting pitch is D, the correct answer. The first interval in the original was a minor second, which we have below as well. Then we have another minor second, which is correct. And finally we have a minor third, which we also have below, making our answer correct. Finally, let's work number 3. The first step is to write the pitch class numbers for the notes, so we get B flat is 10, C is 0, C sharp is 1, D is 2, and F is 5. We're done with that step. For Step 2, we're asked to transpose up 7 half steps. Recall from the video on transposing sets that a shortcut when dealing with intervals greater than 6 is to think of them as smaller intervals going down. So 7 half steps up is the same as 5 half steps going down, because those two numbers add up to 12, the number of half steps in the octave. And that makes them inversions. This means we can choose whichever number makes the math easier. And for 10, it's easier to subtract 5 than to add 7 in mod 12, and we get 5. For 0, 1, and 2, it will be easier to think of adding 7. So 0 plus 7 is 7, 1 plus 7 is 8, and 2 plus 7 is 9. From 5, it's easier to subtract 5, which gives us 0, to complete this step. Finally, let's translate those numbers into notes. Pitch class 5 is F, 7 is G, 8 is G sharp or A flat, 9 is A, and 0 is C. Now we're done with the last problem. Let's use Method 2 again to check this answer. The starting pitch was B flat, and we needed to go up 7 half steps, or a perfect fifth, and our new starting pitch is F, the correct answer. The interval pattern of the original started with the major second, which is correct below, then a minor second, which is also correct, then another minor second, which appears below, and then finally a minor third, which ends our answer, which is then correct. And that's how we found the answers to the Your Turn problems on transposing sets.